Hi everyone, my name's Hillary and I am a Team Beachbody coach. I have been a coach for 2 years now. A lot of us come from different walks of life, and I don't want to bore you with a horrible sob story of my life, but I do want to share the realness of what I've had to do and overcome within myself to be able to lose 65 pounds and keep it off and actually have my family thrive. And because of Beachbody, I'm able to do this. And I think that a lot of times I don't just come on and speak and give you guys all of the nitty-gritty of my life, because I'm just not that person. And actually that's something I've had to work on for the past 2 years really hard, and become very self-aware of how I am and where my behaviors are and how I push through some of the hurdles and hard times that I've gone through. So I want to start when I first bought my first challenge pack, which was on my birthday, October 15th, 2014, and I really didn't have the money. I had to borrow half of it from my fiance, and I used the other half from birthday gifts. And I worked a full-time job, and I had just had Addison only a couple months before, but I knew that that was going to be the time that I had to give back to myself. I had already mentally decided that I wasn't going to have any more kids after I had Addison, and so I knew that I wanted to focus on what made me happy again, because when I was pregnant with Sage, I had to go through all of the things that many of you guys have gone through, I'm sure, of just kind of losing yourself and your body and how you are as a mom, as you are with somebody that's depending on you, and then you just have to fight for, life. And I was really living from paycheck to paycheck, and actually worse than that. And so to buy my first challenge pack wasn't easy, but I knew that if I bought it, and I knew it was only 21 days, that I could keep doing it, and I would just keep doing it 21 days after 21 days until I could lose the weight. I was 198 pounds at that time, and I knew that just the do-it-yourself way, going to the gym was definitely not a possibility, and doing it myself at home with some of the miscellaneous workouts that I had on DVD, I knew it wasn't really cutting it. I did Turbo Jam throughout my whole pregnancy because it was the only thing, when I felt like it, the only thing that got me up and moving. And I knew Beachbody just had really good products. And so when I saw my coach hanging out with friends and being happy, I was like, I just need something that's gonna make me happy. And 21 Day Fix at that time was it. And I knew I wasn't gonna feel good about going out if I didn't feel good in my own skin, because I deal with depression and I deal with anxiety, and just not knowing who I was at 198 pounds. I'd never been that big, and I never really saw it coming, even though I was the one that was doing it. So at that point, I'm rambling on, but really this stuff is real, and it affected my whole life and the person that I was, and so I feel like Beachbody really saved my life. It was a program that I felt I could do even if I had to modify it, like mega modify it, and I did, and I cried through it, and I had to be pushed to do it a lot of times, and that's something I wouldn't have had if I didn't have this coaching community. A lot of times I couldn't afford my Shakeology, but I needed those friends and that support that was going to tell me to push. And I knew I couldn't do it by myself. This isn't easy, and when you have kids and you're trying to figure out life and you're doing, your house stuff and you're trying to pay bills and all of this stuff without my friends in this community every single day online on social media, no matter where I'm at, I have support in that. Like, I wouldn't trade that for anything. I wouldn't trade it for anything. And I love this community so much that I know the value in this. And it's much deeper than a shake, and it's much deeper than Energize, and it's much deeper than a workout. It's because I know that when I wake up every single day, I have support. And it might not be in person, but I know for a fact that they're in person in front of my phone. They're in person in front of my tablet, you know, and they're real. And these people go through struggles just like I do. And they remind me of that. They remind me that if they can do it, I can do it. And you can overcome anything you set your mind on. And that is what is so amazing with this community, and why I would not trade Beachbody for anything. This has changed my world. When I felt alone, I felt scared. I had no answers to real questions that moms need. But these girls were there. And, you know, if that meant that I had to show up and drink my shake or share my shake with my kids because I couldn't drink it every single day, because it was like, at first, you know, when you're trying something new, you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know how much I can do. And, you know, we pushed through it and we drank it and we felt better and we started seeing the benefits in this. And it didn't come without work. It didn't come without a little bit of me being sick of being stuck at where I was. I wasn't changing. I knew that. I knew that after having Addison, things weren't going to change unless I changed. And I had to change a lot. But for my team and my challengers and these leaders that were showing me the way, I would do it 100 times over. I would do it every single day of my life, no matter how hard I would have to fight for it. To fight to be part of something like that is seriously indescribable. I feel incredibly blessed to walk alongside of these people and this company and support their